It's Week 15 of the National Football League. And up next is the Texans' sure-handed wide receiver. He's been a production machine with a 1,200-yard season going to this point. It's the Texans and the Broncos, and it's coming up next.
It is time for football as we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The final 4 weeks of the NFL regular season is upon us. Welcome to the home stretch. Welcome to the booth. Mike Tirico with Greg Olson. Partners, Week 15 just feels like a horse race. We're at the top of the stretch. Now it's a sprint forward. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
There's just certain guys, Mike, when they take the field and they step into the huddle, the other 10 players, they just take a little bit of a deeper breath. They're like, man, I'm glad this guy is on our side, and he's certainly one of them. He just brings an element of confidence to everybody else around him, not only in the huddle, but on the sideline, on the defense, the coaching staff. Everyone is better as a result of him being your quarterback.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Well, here early on, if this pass rush continues to get home at this rate, this is going to be a long day for this offense. They're going to have to put some extra guys in there, mix in some play action. Keep this pass rush off balance.
This opening drive not going as scripted. It is 3rd and long. Now they'll set up to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate
in. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. The Houston offense heading out to the field for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
Anytime you cross the 500-yard threshold in a single game, Mike, you're clearly doing something right. They did not have an answer for him or this offense at all last week, and now it's up to this defense to see if they can cool off this hot arm. The good news, they've had all week to watch and come up with a game plan to take away some of the areas that he had success in last week. But to accomplish something like that against this guy, it's going to be a lot easier said than done.
He'll look to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. Back to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. It's a gain of 10 yards. It's good for a Texans 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Back to the air one more time. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw again. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. They'll look to throw yet again. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. They'll look to throw. Thrown left side. The catch is made. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. First and 10. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
I like the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal.
This opening drive going to form so far. Now they've got it first and goal. Here's a run. Marked down at the 6. Here now, second down and goal. They'll throw out of the gun. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Houston. That is 16th touchdown of the year. They'll line it up to kick the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Texans will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 3. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Broncos offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. He's right there in contention for the most receiving yards by a wideout this year, currently ranked second in the NFL. Tight end on the move left. Drive will start on the ground, and he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere. Come up on second and long. Ayuk with it on the left side. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Every staff in the league that understands if we have to play a rookie quarterback, regardless of their talent, regardless of how high they were drafted, the ideal situation is to fill that huddle with as many veteran players as possible. The quarterback's going to be young. He's going to make some mistakes. The more veteran, talented guys around him, the easier it is to weather those mistakes.
He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down. A throw right side is intercepted. And the Texans are going to take over once again at their 37-yard line.
I think you chalk this one up like to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
The Texans offense back onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. Still plenty to play for as the temperatures dip and we hit the final month, the money month of the season. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Fires left sideline. That is complete. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. And think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last. These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains. One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
We'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Texans.
Eligible receiver downfield.
You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. Slot man in motion left. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out front. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Now return coming from the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense about ready to take over once more. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Third down and 9. This drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
Here's Jake Camarda now, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. This is taken at the 25. And some nifty running on the return. Picked up some good yardage before he was taken down. The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. They've got the 10-0 advantage here early. We'll see if they can add to it. Beginning on this drive, 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. You can see matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Here's 1st and 10. Slot man in motion right. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Receiver in motion, going right. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
And you can see the quarterback, he's looking up at the Jumbotron after that throw, Mike. He knows he just got away with one, and he's thinking, all right, what do I got to do to make an adjustment that it's not so close the next time?
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Texans will open up a 13-0 lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Caught. This is Ayuk. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Motion man set right. That's hauled in once again. It's Ayuk. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. Into space at the 45. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play in this opening quarter. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down. Putting the tight end in motion. He'll get this one out to his fullback. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Tight end going in motion here. Off, and he'll be taken down. They got him back at the 50-yard line.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down. And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on 3rd down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of 3rd down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL.
The Texans offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's putting together a remarkable season, currently leading the NFL in passing yards as we play here in the month of December. He'll get this out to his running back. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. He'll let this one go deep down the right sideline. Into space. And he's going to take this one all the way. 88 yards. Touchdown, Houston. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
The extra point is good. And the Texans add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Broncos offense headed back to take over once more. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. Quick throw, taken in. And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. Throwing now from the gun. He'll go right and find his running back. But not until he gets the 45-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Not much happening there. Just a short gain. Here's second and 9. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. The connection made to Ayuk. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They'll send their tight end left. They'll look to throw here on first down. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Here's second and 2. Now, faking the give. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. That one good for 18 yards and to the 18-yard line.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw, and he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving, and it'll be second down. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Back to the air again on second and 10. And the Broncos are going to have a first and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. He'll look to throw. That one taken in. Touchdown, Denver.
Well, after being shut out in the first half, it has to feel good for this offense, Mike, to just get on the board, get something going. But now the question we have to ask is there enough time to come all the way back?
Yeah, just some belief, right, Greg? Just let's watch these guys on the next few drives. Did that give them a little belief that they can stay in this game? Best way to start with that score.
The kick is good. Makes the score Texans 20, Broncos 7.
So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. This will be returned from the 6. Now an opening past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. Texans offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They send him right out of the slot. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. He'll drop to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Back to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. 2nd and a yard.
At the 46-yard line.
Back to the air one more time. This one complete right side. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
They'll look to throw again. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Back to the air once more on 2nd down. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Houston. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
A try here for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Texans are able to extend the lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Broncos offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
They'll look to throw. Going right sideline and complete. Pretty good throw there by the 4th-round pick. It is a first down. Now they'll set up to throw. Throw on the run is complete.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains. I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I back from Houston in a moment. 1st and 10 now from the 36. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. This one caught by the back, out of the backfield.
All right, so there's really three areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number one, the traditional handoffs. Number two, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing. Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Able to complete it to Ayuk. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that third down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. And the Broncos are going to have a first and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll look to throw yet again. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. They'll try to run this one in. That one only good for a gain of 1 to the 2 to set up third and goal. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Broncos. That his second touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Broncos 14.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This returnable from the 4. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Texans offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. He spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5. So we have reached the intermission in what is right now a 13-point game. As we'll send you over to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman standing by. He's got the EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll begin our tour out at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. And in the late stages of the first half, it's the Lions who are out in front. John Wolford throwing the football well. He has 3 touchdown passes. From there, let's head to New Jersey. The Jets at home at MetLife Stadium. And they trail the visiting Chiefs in that one. The Chiefs locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. Josh Downs, a touchdown reception. We saw a couple of high-octane offenses getting it done in the first half. Both teams had no problems
Both
moving the
teams
football.
ready to get
And you
back
have to
at
think,
it
the
as
team
we
whose
get back
defense shows up in
underway
the second
here
half
on
is
EA
going to be the
Sports.
one who walks out of here
This
with a
one
victory.
taken at the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The home team's offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he is the NFL leading rusher here in the month of December. A strong finish in the final stretch could earn him the crown. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6.
At the 32-yard line.
They send the tight end in motion. They'll turn and hand this one off. It's a pickup of 13 yards. First down for Houston.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
It is a big-time play for Houston. And even 30 yards.
Mike, it just seems like certain games each week just align for matchups like we're seeing today. Just two quarterbacks trading blow for blow, putting on a show for their respective teams. Let's see if he can finish this drive off with another touchdown following that big play.
Quick throw, taken in. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Texans. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
And he will get into the end zone and extend the lead by 2 more.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So now, out comes the offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once again. And I want to take you through the highlights here. They have been plentiful from the quarterback position. Has the offense running at a high efficiency throughout, and we'll try to sustain it here down the stretch. They'll come out. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. Man in motion, heading left. The second down throw is incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
And he will have a Broncos first down. He has it by plenty. They keep the drive alive here on 3rd and inches. They'll put Ayuk in motion. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Throwing right, it's taken in. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. They'll stick with him again. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. They need to get to the 29 here, facing 3rd down. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. They had the right play call. The screen goes for 15 and a 1st down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
To the right side here, pass is caught.
I think the rest of those receivers in the huddle have all come to the realization that they might not be getting a target anytime soon. And frankly, I don't blame them. I mean, they're riding the hot hand.